As mentioned before, a semicolon is a stronger punctuation mark than a comma, but not as strong as a full stop or period, and therefore needs a slightly longer pause than a comma, but not as long as a full stop. The first letter after a semicolon is lowercase, and remember only one punctuation space is needed after it. A complete sentence is sometimes called an independent clause. Semicolons separate two independent clauses that are closely related to each other, but that can stand on their own as sentences. Even though this makes the use of semicolons grammatically correct, this rule should be used sparingly, as when writing business documents, the preference is to separate the two complete sentences with a full stop or period. Doing so ensures two short sentences rather than one long one. Another use for semicolons is to separate a series of list items in a sentence where one of the list items itself contains punctuation. Look at this example. In order to distinguish each of the items, and especially the second item, commas won't do the job clearly. If we only use commas, it appears as though there are 5 and not 4 items in the list, and it's really quite confusing and doesn't make any sense. So in this situation, where one or more of the list items already contains a punctuation mark, usually commas, it's best to use semicolons to separate the list items. That way, it's clear which are the 4 list items.